Hello, and welcome back to the Mania 7K World Cup 2025. I am Sergio85, and alongside with me in the booth is Rayval, and we have a match for you, an all-European matchup between Spain and Sweden. How are you doing, mate?
Hello, yeah? This one's gonna be a pretty fun one because it's between seed 16 and seed 17. It is as close as it will get.
Indeed, and we've already got to notice that the roles have started, and I think the only one we've seen right now is the one from Spain. That's the 90.
Yep.
And I presume that's a higher roll, so they will be the first ones to protect here. 16 against 17, extremely hard to call. What happens here, especially considering their qualifiers have been pretty all over as well, like relatively speaking.
I think in terms of the skill sets, Sweden are probably a little bit better on LN. For hybrids, it's a toss-up, and for Rice, it's leaning towards Spain. But they are going to be protecting Hybrid 1.
Not exactly a chart you'd expect to be protected, I would think. I think it's so rare to see hybrids being protected. I guess you would go with Sweden.
I should expect one of the LNs.
One particularly popular protected pick in the LNs is LN1.
There we go.
And there you go. So LN1 is protected, the inverse pick.
Okay, not too surprising protects. Let's see if the bans are going to be any different. At least for Sweden's side, I expect a Rise ban. Okay, actually, you know what? That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Get the hardest pick of the pool out of the way. And Spain is banning hybrid too. Okay.
Very interesting.
This is a really interesting
How often do you see like one skill sets pool have one protect and then everything else gets banned?
Like, this is really weird. Okay, I understand hybrids getting banned since it's the hardest pick in the entire pool, I'd say. Also the longest, but I don't think it matters. Hybrid 2 getting banned though, that's weird. All Rice open, all LN open.
I mean, they are leaving open the, what would you say, the easiest hybrid?
Maybe, like, I'd say Hybrid 1, Hybrid 2 are around the same difficulty for me personally. Anyways, they're opening with the speed pick.
Okay.
Spain going for Rice, which, I mean, the paella jokes are writing themselves.
Again, when it comes to these two teams, it's going to be a toss-up, I feel like. It is so hard to call, like, right now, until we actually see how these players kind of slowly ease themselves into the match.
Okay, so first, like, both of the teams also have pretty formidable players as well. Like, you know, Lucas and Crate. Like, the rest of the team members are pretty decent at the game as well. It's just going to be one heck of a matchup.
They are very decent, but also, like, they are very new. So the inexperience might also come into fruition. We'll see how things go for these two teams.
I think also the one thing that we need to watch out as well is the final third of the chart of this one, because it gets particularly dense Anyways, we see Crady getting the first miss, and surprisingly enough, also the lowest accuracy, getting a rougher start relative to the other people in this match.
Yeah, but so far, Venyes cancelling out Lucas. It's just between Manuel and Crady, and of course Crady with that one miss being that difference.
Now here we go with some of the more delay-ish patterning. Like just a small taste of it, really. Like, as it stands, I would think that Sweden might be banking on Manuel-san finding a massive drop once the main meat of the chart kicks in.
Yeah, like you mentioned, the final third of the map. But that also means that Sweden will have to hold.
I saw a 50 right there. Look at the accuracy drop because of it. Venyes, that's an unfortunate miss.
That is bad, yeah. Sweden had to hold. But that's the other FC of Sweden gone, and this lead 25,000 points. There have to be multiple significant drops from Spain. But that's a significant drop from Venyes instead.
Not the person you want drop. You want to drop to keep it close, as Spain is slowly pulling ahead. Crady actually dropping some accuracy as well, dropping to 98.7. And I'd say that's pretty much it, unless something happens in the ending section, which I just don't see happening. Just a bit more
very solid start.
Indeed. Venyes and Crady, full team reset, and I think that's pretty much it. Spain will be grabbing the first point of this match.
Yep, very good score from Lucas.
Really solid. Only 1-200.
Yeah, if you just like look at the scores alone, you wouldn't think this is a seed 16 versus a seed 17.
Yeah, that's speed pick. That's a speed pick. I mean, the scores are pretty polarizing. Whenever you have charts like this is one of the more quote unquote specialized picks here in this pool, where it's one of those you can do it or you don't. Nothing in between. And speaking
okay, there we go.
Speaking of specialized, there we go. The other, either you can do it or you can't. Ellen Inverse. Again, for those unfamiliar with Osimania, Ellen Inverse picks are, let's just say, they, from the name itself, it's an inverse of what you usually see. So instead of reading notes as it is, now you're going to be reading the gaps between the notes.
You're having to pay attention to what is not there.
Some people say that if you are learning how to play inverses, you're practically learning how to play the game again from scratch.
It is a very difficult skill set to pick up, even when you're learning LNs, because it's a whole different ball game of reading.
Oh, that's a rough start there from Manuel-san. Henke as well.
That is a very odd start for Manuel, actually. I have no idea if something happened to their hardware, or if they just completely forgot how to play the map.
Well, I hope that it's a former though. I mean, the intro isn't exactly the easiest. The intro isn't actually the easiest.
Because it just felt like Manuel wasn't hitting the right keys at all.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if their fingers were positioned on the wrong keys.
Oh, that might be a possibility, actually.
Yeah. And then they just readjusted that because they're recovering.
Yeah.
They're trying to recover and they've practically stabilized.
first drop from Creative for Sweden, but already multiple misses from Spain. Lucas actually having really good accuracy, but I don't know how many misses Lucas got already, but it was a couple. And Henke, the only one still holding on to an FC. Never mind. Doesn't really matter. Sweden have a 6-digit lead. And this map is very short, 1 minute and 53 seconds, so this looks like a Sweden victory already, and I feel like even without the very shaky start that Manuel had, I think it would still belong to Sweden regardless.
Yeah, like everyone is practically stabilized to their levels, well, despite the misses. And we're still about to enter like a full LN section.
Yep, this is inverse to you, I guess.
Yeah, well, welcome to arguably, again, you mentioned it. Either you can do it or you can't. I belong in the latter category. But anyways, great to hear MVP of this chart. And oh, okay. So that's what happened. They put their hands on the wrong part of the keyboard, as mentioned.
I would like to believe that. I would like to believe that it wouldn't really have affected the outcome. Sweden had a 959,873. Lucas had a 928. You would need a 904k, and I don't know if Manuel would have made up that score.
Yeah, but at least it would have been closer than it is.
It would have been closer, yes.
It's just unfortunate that happened.
Well, we are still very early into the match. Rise 5 coming out, switcheroo.
We've seen quote-unquote switcheroo happen on the previous matchup by way of breakpoints, and it was also with this chart. And considering what happened, at least well, the good thing for Sweden here is that this is more, I'd say, straightforward. Like, it's not going to be as specialized as what we had for Rise 1. So that's what's going for them.
I mean, yeah, this is the mixed Rise pick, and it is significantly less BPM.
Yeah, so I'd expect closer scores here on paper.
Well, both teams having won their own picks. We'll see if any breakpoints will come out soon.
A switcheroo, one would say. Anyways, Lucas starting with the best accuracy in the entire room. Ooh, that's rough.
It is a clean miss,
Yeah.
but a miss nonetheless.
Yeah, it's pretty early in the chart. While it's going to be a setback, but it won't matter that much. It won't matter that much if Sweden finds a miss or two somewhere as well, I would think.
There could even be like a significant accuracy drop. Venyas is actually dropping a little bit alongside Twety, but Manuel is also dropping some accuracy. Lucas the only one holding some incredible accuracy though. And that is actually helping the lead shrink, and it might flicker to Spain.
Almost there. Yeah, it's pretty much on Spain's side, but just by way of accuracy, even despite the miss.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Lucas dropped a bit, and that is why it's flickering again.
Alright, well, there's the miss from Venyas. The miss from Venyas.
That is what Spain wants.
And now, what both Spanish players need to do now is to maintain their combos, maybe increase their accuracies as well, because despite everything, well, I was about to say that Sweden was well within striking distance. That miss from Venyas is not going to be helping their cause.
Yeah, and again, Lucas managing to recover back that accuracy that they dropped. As is Manuel as well, 99.4. It's looking better and better for Spain.
Indeed. And well, I don't think that miss would matter at this point.
Yeah, it's another clean miss again.
Manuel-san has recovered.
It will dent the lead, but it won't dent it by enough. And so again, another incredible score from Lucas. That is impressive.
Almost a V1 double S there from Lucas. Just 200 away. That's a really good run.
Stepping up when needed. And now Spain 2-1 up. Sweden though still have some LNs open. Maybe they will try to look into that again.
And I'd say that I see the LNs are looking good for Sweden as it is. Yeah, sure, both LN2 and LN3 are radically different than LN1. But at least the signs are there.
There we go.
Sweden is doing there we go. Sweden is going for white canvas.
So this time around we have some density and a bit of coordination with the short and long LNs.
Not what we're used to, the practically LN chord stream kind of charting that we've seen in earlier editions of the World Cup. So just a small change in philosophy really changes the dynamic for this pick in particular. So more emphasis on the holds. And we've seen the longer LNs in the LN density pick for this round trip up some players.
Yeah, longer density, but this one's only 1 minute and 52 seconds. So misses are definitely a bit more significant.
Better start now for Spain compared to what we had from LN1, which is already a really good sign considering that they have a slightly better accuracy. Henke just hovering around 99% right now. They had the lowest accuracy at the very beginning.
Oh, and that's a second miss from Manuel. I was about to say, just one miss is still fine for Spain having the accuracy advantage, but two is going to swing it to Sweden. And Lucas as well!
That is going to help Sweden right here, despite Henke still being below 99% accuracy. Just recovered to that level just now.
Yeah, Henke seems to be releasing a little bit early.
Yep. But they're slowly recovering, but now here comes some of the hardest patterning that we will see in this chart.
That lead. Oh my gosh.
Rating dropping.
Oh!
That's a significant act drop. Henke, Manuel, finding a trade. And Lucas, accuracy. Look, that's a really good run. Like,
Lucas's accuracy is so significant now. Henke finding a miss again and Manuel trades it. But it might just come down to Lucas's accuracy.
Indeed. Actually, we were looking into the misses coming from the other players. We didn't even notice that Krati has dropped accuracy to below 99% despite carrying a full combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty unfortunate there for Krati, I think.
I'm not gonna say anything first, but okay, I was about to say if Krati FCs, like look at Lucas's score anyways. Still higher with the two misses. That is how much accuracy can come into play.
And Well, that's unfortunate for Crazy because that full combo, that like full combo in charts like this is actually a
Yeah.
some really good sign that at least are capable of keeping up with all of the patterns. The accuracy affecting this total. Maybe if Crazy was like what 99.2, 99.3, this would have been a very different scenario that we would have been facing.
Oh, going for Vanguard.
Well, Spain is not good. Is not going to be holding back, I would think.
Oh yeah, definitely not. This is going to be interesting. I mean, this song is... It's a song. So this is gonna be tech. The difficulty comes in the timing, if you haven't heard the song before.
Lots of. Do you call this polyrhythm still?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Any like I would dare say anything that 2L makes falls under polyrhythm.
Yeah, and I would like if this is extremely close. I wouldn't be surprised if the chord jacks at the end is going to be where
Oh yeah.
all of the swing is good. All of the swing is going to happen.
Well, we've already talked about how accuracy is going to be very crucial. This is going to be where we'll actually see it shine.
Everyone doing well on that front. Just a slight advantage here for Spain because Katie is around the mid 99.4 level. And is slowly dropping a bit. Which is going to be stretching Spain's lead here. But we're going to be seeing more action once everything picks up really.
Yeah, actually, Lucas dropping from the 99.9 down to 99.7, actually almost matching Manuel.
But regardless of the act drop, though, their advantage is still increasing. Crazy finding the first drop, and that is just going to help Spain here.
Yeah, now the rhythms have gotten even more complex, and Creaty is struggling to even hold on to good accuracy above 99. Is everyone but Creaty.
Also, Luke. I might as well mention Lucas actually gained AC on that crazy section.
Lucas gained accuracy. Everyone else dropped, I think. Manuel dropping combo. It's not going to actually dent this lead too much. 40,000 points is huge. And it's traded by Creaty.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty much subtle that this is going to be Spain's point. Like, we only have these chords left. And even timing these scores are going to be so hard.
Yeah, not a problem for all four players, actually.
Really good run there.
150. I'm not sure where they picked that one up.
I think that's the reason why they dropped from 99.9 to 99.7.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But that is also match point to Spain.
Sweden still has LN3 in their options. And the rest... And also their Protect, I think. They haven't picked Hybrid 1. Like, surely this is the time they pick Hybrid 1.
It's either that or... LN3?
LN3 is also open, but it's just going to be weird if they're avoiding their Protect at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already down at match point.
I mean, it's really only going to be between two maps, and that is...
So they are going LN3.
Exhausting the entire LN pool.
I'm not sure if I like this pick. But considering it's LN, like, Sweden on paper should be able to do well here. I'm just not sure why they avoided hybrid 1, even being down 4-1.
Oh wait, wasn't hybrid 1 like Spain's protect? Not Sweden. I think Sweden protected
Wait,
LN.
wait,
I think we got it confused.
yeah, I think we got confused there. Yeah.
Yeah, so this actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fair enough. We apologize for the confusion right there.
Yeah, let's see if Sweden can, you know, get something in their dying breath in the winners bracket.
Sweden needs to negotiate the LN stairs, which is, I'd say, the main prevalent pattern in this map. Lots of stair-like movements. And Manuel San finding first drop, which is a good sign here for Sweden. 2 consecutive drops.
Oh, but I think about Henke.
Okay, but that's a full trade. That's a full trade. That's a really good sign here for Sweden.
I mean, I'm a little bit scared of Kreti though, because they are dropping accuracy on these kinds of sections. I mean, I'll buy it. Like, Lucas is also dropping. It's not safe for Sweden though. Oh my goodness! Double drop from Spain. I take it back.
Yeah, Sweden just needs to take this home now. Like there's still half of the chart to negotiate, but they need to take this home now if they want to score this point and extend this by one more map.
It is safer than before now, 22,000 points, but they still have to hold on.
We've seen some swing lead changes even with advantages this big. And the lead is slowly decreasing because Spain is gaining accuracy on Sweden. It's just a matter of whether Spain has the time.
They might have the time if Sweden is going to continuously drop. Both players are below 99, by the way.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of notes. But they're slowly regaining some of the lead.
As long as Sweden just hold. Oh, this lead is shrinking.
13,500. Yeah, this has to be safe.
Surely. Alright, there we go.
There you go.
Sweden still lives.
That's a clean score there coming from Kreti. Just below
yes.
A bit below 99%. Anyways, also Lucas with another LN break. That 150 right there.
Yeah, Lucas still actually getting MVP of the lobby.
It is really impressive. But anyways, so there's Spain's Protect. Emphasis on Spain's Protect Hybrid 1.
Yeah.
And then 2 Rice picks. The Chord Stream and... Okay, so they're going for Chord Stream.
Oh,
so they're still avoiding Hybrid 1. Alright.
They're not going to get another pick after this. Like, regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not, like, opposed. It's just interesting.
Yeah, and I presume Sweden will be picking high score should they win this one.
Oh, I mean, surely, yeah. I mean,
surely.
Okay, they have to get past this first, but yeah, Chord Jack is such a weird skill set as well.
Yeah, this isn't the super straightforward chord stream. Like this one is you're effectively doing 2 staircases with one hand and the other.
Yeah. Double staircase. But the thing is, like, this map is also like pretty consistent, but also at the same time, it's very short.
Yeah, like just like what 10 seconds longer than the anime TV size song.
Yeah. So the bad news is, it's quite easy to kind of see who is going to be pretty inconsistent right off the get-go, and it's going to be between Manuel and Katie. Manuel is the first to drop actually.
Good sign here for Sweden, but there's still like what 3/4 of the chart remaining. We're already a fourth of the chart through, and these misses on charts this short are going to be so fatal.
Yeah, but the thing is, the X factor for Spain is Lucas, still holding the 99.8, and that lead is once again slowly shrinking.
Yeah, Craigie dropping some accuracy, like a full 10th, and that gives Manuel the accuracy advantage as well. Like, Venias cannot afford dropping any of that accuracy.
Oh my gosh.
If anything, they need to gain.
And once again, the lead is flickering. And this is really just the back of Lucas. It is really all on Lucas.
Oh,
but Manuel finds the drop. It might not be enough. Lucas might not be able to hold on enough.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But Craigie trades it. Drops the accuracy as well.
Is there enough time?
Oh, but Manuel drops at the end.
Wow.
There shouldn't be enough time anymore as Sweden somehow survive.
Sweden
4-3. That is a V1 double S from Lucas, and it's still not enough.
Not enough. Sweden
has
escaped. And I'm sure they have to pick high score now.
Surely.
They won't be avoiding Hybrid 1.
Surely. Okay, like the only way they will avoid high score is that they suck at high score. If not, there's no way they won't pick it.
There's no way they won't pick it, yeah.
It's like a Hail Mary, yeah, but like Spain protected Hybrid 1, come on.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they protected Hybrid 1 to act as a quote-unquote mythical third band.
It's a decoy, yeah.
Yeah. Like, if they did that, then fair play. What? Surely they have to do high score now.
I mean, again, I can only think of like one reason why they wouldn't go for high score, and they are going for Hybrid 1. They are picking Spain's Protect. Okay.
Oh boy. And if this does go the distance, this is our only preview of what's going to happen at the tiebreaker as well. And this is exactly what you'd call a tiebreaker model chart.
Not exactly, yeah. I mean, the tiebreaker model chart would be Hybrid 3, but that one's banned out.
Yeah. So no mythical third ban. So it stays a myth.
No, this one's the generic hybrid pick.
Yeah. But I wouldn't
Mixed
exactly
patterns.
call it. Yeah. I mean, pattern-wise, it is what you'd call quote-unquote generic. But playing this is far from it. Manuel-san finding an early drop. Venias, actually, it's going to be Venias and Manuel finding a trade.
Yeah, but Manuel coming off way rougher as a couple more misses come in. 97% go back to Venias' 98 and climbing.
Yeah, and
there's more misses.
Yeah. Manuel below 98% is just going to help Sweden. Sweden pull away just a little bit, but we're far away from the main meat of this chart.
Yeah, once again, the scary thing is like you see Kreti Once again, holding on to the FC, but the accuracy is so scary. Compared to a player like Lucas, who's holding incredible consistency throughout this entire match so far. As Creative finally drops that combo, this might sound the alarm bells.
We'll see what happens when Creative hits that 400 combo. Because I would think that's where the score gap should stabilize if everyone stays consistent with wherever they are right now. Manuel San has been slowly gaining accuracy, almost
my gosh.
That's a bad drop to concede.
Not like this for Sweden. This is not how you want to go out. Well, not exactly go out, but drop to the losers bracket. As the lead once again flickers, as Creative finds the drop, and the lead will now solidify red. As Venya's drops for Sweden, both players drop. It is just Lucas. This man has been basically pulling Spain ahead when Spain needed the most. Manuel finds a couple more drops though. Can Lucas find that very edge that they need towards the end of this map? Sweden are finding some stability. Just 1,000 points, and it will be Spain to close it out. Sweden heartbreak as Lucas deny the tiebreaker.
What a match! I argue this is one of the best matches that we've had on the first day of this round. What a performance here coming from Lucas, coming in clutch for Team Spain. Sweden, on the other hand, well, they got this far. They almost forced a tiebreaker.
I think it's kind of a showing of what's to come for Sweden as well.
Yep.
Going to be one of the scarier teams to face in the losers bracket. But for Spain, it is going to be a berth into the round of 16 winners bracket.
And by virtue of being number 16 going into the round of 16, they do have one heck of a task, I would think, because their opponents are going to be the winners of South Korea against Czechia.
Yeah, and we're not here to put any biases, but I think that one is
regardless of who wins, it's going to be one task and a half still, regardless of who wins that.
Yeah, but that is the back-to-back match blocks for the European time slots done. Because the next match will be the United States against the Netherlands in 3 hours.
I'd say that's also one fun matchup to look at, because both US and Netherlands have a really good roster, really good rosters, and I'd say it's something that you should watch should you be able to do so. Anyway, we have one more thing to say. Well, if you want to show your support, I think you know what to do. Rav, take the mic.
I'm gonna hold on to my mic and say that you can get banners. They are now on the O store, and you can purchase any of the 32 teams or all of them if you want. I mean, we have seen people stack banners. You know, maybe you could be one of them and do the same as well. Stack all 32 teams, or maybe just pick the one that you think would win the 7K World Cup this year, and you get to keep it for the entire year.
Yep, and it's just nice to show your support to your favorite players, favorite teams, whether it's your country or the country of your favorite player, really. Anyway, I leave it to Rav to close this one out.
Yep, I think that will be it for us. See you all in 3 hours for the United States against the Netherlands.
Somebody's giving me 4-digit combat at the moment.
Oh, it's something. This is. Oh my god, I need to stop.
And even get going. Never mind, I'm looking really good into this.